do I have a treat for you, my meat lovers. Today we're making a really fantastic sweet Italian sausage ragu, but there's a catch. There's no meat. The eggplant is nature's sausage. I am telling you, nature just comes in hot with their eggplants. Hello, hello, I'm an eggplant lady. This sauce is very similar to a sweet Italian sausage kind of ragu. Obviously we're missing that hearty meat element, but the spices just fill the eggplant kind of the same way you would marinate a meat. The eggplant soaks in all this flavor from the fennel seed. We have garlic, we got onion, we have paprika, oregano, and then we're pairing it all with some tomato paste and caramelized onions and more garlic. This is vegetarian. I do use butter to caramelize the onions, but if you are a vegan and you want to skip that part, you can totally get a natural caramelization on onions without using any butter. I just love butter. You can serve this with any pasta. I think the beauty of this ragu is it's sticky and it will stick to the noodle. I served this with some large penne. It's kind of like rigatoni and penne had a baby and they made these large noodly penne pastas. So now that you know how much I'm in love with this pasta, let's go make it. By the way, before we get started, don't forget to hit that subscribe button somewhere down there. Our first step, you're gonna wanna slice an onion. So with these onions, we're doing something that I call caramelization. I love the texture of onions. I'm not trying to make them get really small and skinny and slinky and slouchy like caramelized onions are. I just wanna get that flavor. That's really what I'm here for. So if that sounds fun, let's go do it. Right now we're on medium high. Just adding a generous amount of oil in here. We salt as we go. So I'm just adding a generous amount of salt here. And just let them cook until they start to get a little golden brown. All right, so you can see these are charring a little bit. So we got some color happening. Like I said, we don't want these to burn, but we do want to caramelize them a little bit. I'm gonna add some water to the pan to deglaze it. And that's gonna pick up like all of that caramelization that's stuck to the pan. And now I'm gonna add some butter as well. It's just going to help this process. Because I added that water, it's chilled out a little bit, but my heat is still the same. And these are anywhere from tender. They're still pretty fresh. So we're gonna keep them on here. It's not gonna be those tiny, thin, caramelized onions we're used to, but this works perfectly for the sauce. A little more water. Just deglazing. So that always helps those nice golden brown bits come off the pan. I'm gonna add it that area. See? You see that color change? It just makes such a difference here. So I'm gonna add my garlic and I'm gonna lower the heat, right? Cool, and you can see we still got those caramelized bits sticking to the pan. Oh, so beautifully. Oh, hell yes. And our heat's pretty low right now, so I'm just gonna add a little more water. And I'm eyeballing it, but you know, if you want to get specific, add about 1/4 cup to 1/2 cup. Okay, so we're gonna let these just kind of hang and do their thing on very low heat. And while that happens, I'm gonna prep my other ingredients. Eggplants, they're just, you know, confusing. So I wanted to show you how I'm cutting it up. I cut the top off. Then I cut the bottom. I wanna just create a flat surface. You can save this and still peel it. So just peel down the sides, you see? So I just like to use my chef's knife, but that's my personal opinion. My chef's knife is honestly, unfortunately, pretty dull right now. But another thing you can do, you can use a peeler. You can totally use a peeler. See how easy that is? The only reason I don't like using peelers is I'm using my knife anyway, so why dirty two things? And another thing you can do if you have a smaller paring knife, that also works to peel the eggplant. All right, so I'm just gonna cut it in half. And I'm gonna take this piece here and cut it in another half. So, do you see what I'm doing? Like this? Then I'm gonna get that fat end and cut straight down. So basically I'm just creating pieces of the same thickness. I'm gonna stack them on top of each other. I'm gonna leave this one out actually. And I'm gonna bring my knife down. We're basically just cubing or dicing the eggplant, and then we're gonna run our knife over it again and do the same method that we would as if we're like mincing onions. I leave the seeds in because I don't mind them, and they actually give me sausage vibes when they're in the sauce. Use that claw of yours that we all talk about. Run your knife all the way down like this. Okay, so literally all I'm doing is just what I always do. It's this pivot technique. You can also just rock your knife back and forth. Think about it this way when you are chopping your eggplant. When you're making a sauce with ground beef, is each little piece that you break up the exact same size and exact same texture? No. And that is why we're just like, you know, we're winging it with the eggplant. We're gonna let the big pieces shine. We're gonna let the little pieces shine. And they're all gonna come together and make this gorgeous sauce that's gonna make you question why you even eat meat. I said it. I said what I said. So now that we've got our prep done, let's get that spice mixture. Let's go to the stove. Let's make the party happen. With my knife, I'm just gonna cut up some fennel seed. Just kind of coarsely chop it. I like the texture, but you can also use ground fennel. Okay. All right, we're gonna add some garlic powder. We've got the garlic powder, let's get some onion powder. All right, let's get some oregano in there. A little paprika, half a teaspoon. Okay. A little paprika. Let's mix it together. Okay. All right, let's set this aside. And we're gonna get some basil. Now we're just gonna really finely chop these basil leaves. You can also add dried basil to your mixture instead. So just like live your truth, please, because you know, I'm not here to tell you what to do. So I lifted off my lid and this is what we have. See how these onions caramelized, but the garlic didn't overcook? It's just hanging out. That's what we want. Now we're gonna add our eggplant. Actually, I'm gonna adjust it to medium. Okay, lots of eggplant, just put it all in there. Red wine vinegar all up in here. Make sure it's getting all in this eggplant. We got our spice mixture. And I'm also gonna add some salt. I'm doing it to taste, but I would say start with a 1/4 teaspoon, then revisit. My heat is on medium. Basil as well, lower this heat even more. Got some tomato paste. I'm gonna add the entire 6-ounce can. And let's add 1 more tablespoon of olive oil. Great, and now let's mix it together. Whoop. Sexy eggplant ragu, and it's nice and sticky. Yes. We're gonna open it up. How's it doing? Ooh, This is like a melty, beautiful ragu. Yum! You see it's got that nice stickiness to it. That is amazing. I think it does need a little more salt for me personally, but of course, do your thing. And then I'm also gonna add a little pepper. Oh, it's so sticky and glamorous. I'm obsessed. Continue to let this sweat, and we're gonna make our pasta. Have our pasta water, which I've salted, and now I'm gonna add some pasta, of course. Woo, look at all that starch coming off. Here we go. Woo, there it is, our gorgeous ragu. And we're gonna add our pasta. Don't be scared of the pasta water. I mean, we don't wanna overwater this. But the pasta water, as we saw, it's full of starch, so it's just gonna thicken the sauce, even though it really doesn't need any thickening. Oh my God, this is gonna be so amazing. Absolutely delicious. As a sausage lover, I stan this. How do I say that like the cool kids? We stan an eggplant ragu. Is that how you say it? I don't know. I mean, I've already eaten this off camera, but I have to do it to show you the whole new world of meatless eating. The eggplant, it's soft, but it still has a little structure to it, and I just love the texture. It's so delicious. You don't even need cheese with this, I'm telling you, and I am like, put Parmesan on everything. You don't need it with this. I love fresh basil on top because it complements that beautiful fennel seed, garlicky, oniony flavor, and it just adds some more spice. And we don't need any more saltiness. We don't need anything else. Top it with that fresh basil, top it with fresh parsley, top it with nothing, top it with some olive oil, oregano, whatever you want. It's gonna taste amazing. And if you're feeling super healthy, if you wanna just serve this ragu on broccoli or zucchini noodles, I've had it with broccoli before and it's really delicious. So it's up to you what you want to do with this, but I hope you guys liked this recipe. You must make it. This isn't even a let me know if you make it. This is a you must make it, okay? And if you do, let me know. You can tag me on Instagram. My account is Dining with Skylar. And of course, leave me comments. Let me know what you want me to make next time, or just tell me what you thought of this dish. And of course, subscribe to my channel. Can't leave without me saying it. You knew that was coming. All right, I will see you guys later. Bye.